Team Kentucky beat Team Louisville to advance in the TBT.
Tyler Greever and Eric Crawford react to the hard-fought matchup in front of a record TBT crowd.
What you're seeing right now is an empty Freedom Hall. What we saw on Monday night was 13,509 strong in a state that is obsessed with basketball. La Familia and the Ville, they packed this place out. Ultimately, Eric, La Familia pulls away from the Ville. Way too many shooters for Louisville to handle in this one. But I think as big of a takeaway as anything is like basketball at Kentucky felt like basketball in Kentucky.
You know, and you put these two together, I don't care what nicknames you give them, it's Louisville and Kentucky in Freedom Hall, and it was that kind of emotion from the start. There was an early scuffle in this game. They were chatting back and forth a little bit the whole game. High emotions in the stands, high emotions on the court. Spilled over to after the game where Shinanu Onuaku spits on a Kentucky player. So it's tough. All the L's down. They drew out high emotions. In the end, Kentucky had better shooters. And Louisville was 4 of 17 from 3. You can't win if you can't match the firepower of the other side.
The biggest takeaway, I think, for anybody watching or around the country was, wow, the Commonwealth of Kentucky is absolutely insane for basketball. Both sides took notice of that.
I mean, 13,000 people here.
Unbelievable.
What day is today? Monday?
Monday.
At 9 p.m. This state's nuts.
Got work tomorrow.
They don't care. That's what I love about it.
This thing's different. Like, I knew it was gonna sell out. I'm like, please don't lose, because I'm trying to play that game, and thank God they didn't. So I got to play the game, and there's no other feeling like that. Like, it took 10 years to get that feeling back, and I'm gonna ride it for the next couple of days for sure.
I think it's hands down the craziest state for basketball. I don't think no state comes close, not at all. No state comes close. This is one of the reasons why I love living here.
This is the easiest answer I will give all night. It's the best crowd I've seen in 4.5 years here. Eric's seen a lot of good ones over his time here, and I think, Eric, it was just good to feel that again for this community and this state as a whole.
Yeah, it was. We haven't seen it. I was trying to remember the last time we saw a crowd this invested in a game in Louisville, and probably have to go back to maybe David Padgett, maybe Chris Mack. Good night overall for basketball in this state. There's nothing like it.
No question. I'm glad you mentioned it in this building. I mean, this building has seen so much great history, and the first time only happens once. And that's what made this so special, to see so many people pack it out again, and of course see those emotions run high. But one team gets to go on. That's La Familia going to the Final Four in Philadelphia. The Ville improves a little bit from last year, still falling short of that Final Four. We did not fall short of what we were treated to in this building. Hope to see it again in the many years to come. But for now, he's Eric Crawford. I'm Tyler Greever from Freedom Hall for WDRB Sports.